this short little video. This is the Wahl Micro Groomsman. Basically, it's a detailer, trimmer, more like it, yes. This is my second Groomsman. I keep divorcing these things because they're not as good as you think they are. This is how it comes. It has this trimming head, the compact design, the Wahl precision blade, which it's pretty good. And it comes in, the case is actually anodized aluminum. So yeah, they make a quality case, but not so much a quality product. And they only last about a year. As you can see, 30-day money-back guarantee, because they know that they don't last. So let's just get in here and we'll see what changed. Okay, so you get the normal, and I don't really get that. You can get this wet, but it's not waterproof, so don't submerge it. Okay, definitely do not want to submerge this thing. It's water resistant garbage. And this is the, because everybody needs a manual to learn how to use a trimmer. How would you like to read all this? All this for a trimmer. Okay, yeah, I don't think so. So there are some things to notate in this product. Okay, now, this comb that they give you, this comb, is pretty much useless. If you have thick hair, it doesn't do a very good job. So that's pretty crap. This cutting head is another problem, and you will learn over time. What happens is this, if you can see it here, this fantastic camera phone, this is actually two pieces, okay? Two pieces. And what happens is this top part will come off and the blades will fall out. And they're a real pain in the neck to put back together again. You can take this apart to clean it, but I would not submerge this in water, all right? And it just basically goes on like that, okay? Same design as the last one that I broke in half. You pull this out, and everything has this oil on it, like barber's oil, which is a real pain. And you put this in here. This is, which should make it difficult to see. This is negative, right? Okay. So, and then just put it back in. I'll give you one piece of advice with this thing. One thing that I would do is take some electrical tape and wrap it around this collar here, because that's what comes apart here. You can actually see here, there's a crease here. This whole piece comes off. And if you wrap this in electrical tape, then it can't come off. It won't. And then, let me tell you, once you open this up and expose the blades, it's a downward spiral from there. This is a new attachment that they didn't offer about a year ago. And this is to cut your nose hair. When you get old, that's what happens. But I don't really like using things like this. I like the torture of this blade, and you just shove this up your nostril and you just go to town in a circle. Yeah. And this, I don't know what the heck this actually does. I guess it cuts nose hair. I don't know, whatever. Overall, it's a good quality. It has good quality to it. And when you're done, when you're done, you just stick the lid on, and that's it, right? Good. It's good quality. Like, the materials are good. Unfortunately, the build is not very good, and it's because of this piece here that comes off and exposes the blade. In here, there's a gear. There's a gear that turns another gear, okay, and then there's a gear that spins this way, and it has like a finger that goes around, and that's what moves the blade back and forth. And once you disturb that mechanic inside of there, that process, it's never works right again, and you have to go buy another one. And as you can see, it only, as I said, it only has a 30-day money-back guarantee. And they know that it's a problem and they don't fix it. The solution is just to wrap this in electrical tape once around, and then make sure you try to like work this back on slow, or just leave the lid off permanently, and you won't have to worry about this breaking apart. That's an option. So this is at $9, almost $10, and it's a good product. Unfortunately, it has that flaw to it, and you know, you got to replace it every year. So happy shaving or trimming.
All right, so this is what this product looks like coming out of the packaging. That's what it looks like close up. Right off the bat, I noticed that this is extremely disappointing, as this bottom piece that covers the battery comes off all the time when it really shouldn't be. You try to take just the cap off and it takes off the entire bottom. So that alone is a really bad design. You have to pull really hard to get the cap off. You turn it on and it sounds great. The first time I tried to turn this on, it wouldn't turn on. I had to do it over and over again. And eventually it started working, but it sounds so grindy and choppy. And honestly, it depends. Every single time I do this, sometimes it's loud and sounds terrible. Other times it's not. Like this, for example. The blades are jumping all around. Which I can't seem to get on camera. But feeling it in my hand, it is like vibrating very roughly. So here's this piece for your nose. The first time I turned this on, it also would not turn on. It stops constantly while you're trying to trim your nose hairs. It does not do a good job. I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, I would never spend my money on a product like this again. However, the reason why I purchased this in the first place is because I have had this Phillips for years now, and I figured, you know, the blade is probably getting dull and I should replace it. So I replaced it with a Wahl, thinking that they're a good brand alternative, but they're just not. This one, you take off the lid, it comes off with no problem. The battery is confined down here with a screw-on bottom, so you're not pulling the pieces apart. If I can get that back on. There we go. All right. So I would not waste your money on this product. There may be some good reviews. Maybe I just got a bad product, but I don't know. Don't waste your money though.
I purchased this Wahl Micro Groomsman to keep in my travel bag for my toiletries as something to trim me up as necessary when I'm traveling. It's a simple device that's easy to use, just a quick pull, and you have access to the battery compartment. The case then slides easily back in, and with a click, it is attached. You can easily remove the heads and install other heads with just a click. As you can hear, the trimmer is a little bit noisier than the ear and nose trimmer. But overall, it is a much quieter trimmer than a lot of them on the market. It's very small and compact, only uses one AAA battery, and lasts a very long time.
Clipper. I've had one in the past, and actually I had that one for, gosh, over a decade, no problem. Well, besides the fact that this component got loose, and the reason I purchased this one on February 6th. But as you can see, this one has completely gone kaputs. It will not turn on. I mean, the thing is brand new. You can see that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it open to show you that there's a fresh battery in this thing, but it doesn't work. So I wish I would have saved my coins and not purchased this brand again, I guess.
Alright, so it just stopped working and I'm not really sure what's wrong. So if I take it out, you can hear it, and I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, it is working. You can hear it for sure. But as soon as I snap this on, there we go. Well, I slide and nothing, just doesn't work. And again, if I twist it off, it's working. Twist it back on and there's nothing. So yeah, kind of a bummer.
Hi, I'm doing a product review for the Wahl trimmer. This I purchased for my husband and son, who absolutely love it. We found it on Amazon. It comes with a few different attachments, a straight trimmer for your mustache, facial hair around the ears and stuff, a nose hair trimmer, and then a guard for your eyebrows as well. Very lightweight, comes with a stylish little cap to keep it protected and makes it very travel friendly. I would highly recommend this product.